Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, I think the main thing we have for today is I saw that Shireen did a draft of the recipecation with Claude,
Yes.
and so I guess the main thing for today is to kind of review that, compare it with the other draft, and kind of pull together um,
Yeah.
a final draft.
It
I think the
didn't
way we
do.
did this last time was we took ideas from Claude back into our original draft to make sure that the
Yeah.
content stays accurate, which I think we can do again. This time.
Yeah, this time I think it's more necessary because
I
it
can't hear
didn't
you,
do
Shreen. I'm
that
not sure if it's
much
on
of
my
a
side.
job. Can you hear me?
Oh, I see the problem. It's my side. 1 second. Let's try it now.
Okay.
Sorry, I had the
Is
wrong
it
speaker
better?
selected somehow. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I was saying that yeah, it's necessary probably this time because it did a not as well as last time. There's a
Okay.
lot of things it over recipeed it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Um,
so
cool. So I guess we can just go through it. It's not that long. Like we can probably just go through it in this call and then
yeah,
yeah. Let me um there you go. Hope that's the right screen. That look
yes.
like that screen. Okay, cool. Um so um
I guess the first one, the table, we probably shouldn't be touching the um at least the header columns, the ones in bold.
yeah.
We should keep them the way it was. So this part, I kind of left it out.
Yeah.
Um, but then again, in our scope ingredients, we didn't put
We didn't
anything
actually, yeah,
yet.
we didn't have anything there. So we can use this to start.
Yeah.
Um, I guess this is an okay start. Um,
Mm.
I'm not sure those are ingredients as much as like the process, but
Yeah.
um, anyway, we can put it to start. We can always, because we don't have anything there yet, and then we can always edit um, as needed. Okay.
Yeah. And then the second
Yeah,
part.
it feels like we only need one or the other. I do like calling this the quick prep. That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. But then in the revised by Gemini, I guess the TLDR is saying again what the chef's quick prep is also saying.
Yeah.
Um, and I would stick with the first one, I believe, than the TLDR because the TLDR is kind of too much uh, away from the coding.
Yeah.
Uh,
Too many levels removed.
yeah,
Um, yeah, let me just read this. Let's see. And I think that we talk about embargoes, but I think we don't necessarily recommend them, right? We so we might skip that one.
yeah.
Okay, well, I'll copy this over, and then I'll make a note too that we can I'm gonna skip that one, and then we should come back to this and like make sure it matches the sections.
Mm.
But yeah, that seems fine. Okay. utensils. Yeah, so oops, that's wrong. Um, we need to do this, but yeah, well, we can skip it for now because Gemini didn't do it. Um, so that's okay.
But
Recipes.
let's just answer this time. Uh, look more like the TLDR we the section right before, like the chef quick prep,
Yeah,
because like do
how
we
many
have
tools do
any
we talk about?
tooling?
Yeah. We have a README, that's not tooling. Um, yeah, maybe we just skip this section because I
Yeah,
think there's less
yeah,
tooling in this one.
exactly.
Yeah. Easy. Okay. I'm not sure we need to call it the chef's introduction.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
Especially like same here, can exploit to spoil the dish. That's probably
Yeah.
much. The integrity of your menu, blah blah blah.
I do like the integrity of your menu.
Yeah,
Uh, we can maybe, okay, let's see.
we can maybe include like a flavor like this.
Yeah. What did I like? It's like integrity of your menu. Ah, I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I'll just fold the sentence at the end. And then, yeah, keep content, add that. That's cute. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like the spoiled ingredients is kind of cute. I like hungry users. Okay, so wait. Okay. I think I want to keep the like technical title, but also use like a cute kitchen title, kind of as like a
Yeah. Mm.
pair. Um, okay. What do they have in here? This first sentence is cute. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about the don't sign, but um, do you think we need the second sentence?
Similarly, like similarly, or
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and maybe we can just keep it to the bug issue publicly visible to the world, but not
Yeah.
necessarily say blog.
Yeah. We just said blog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Um.
the rest of it, it kept it the way it was.
Yes, that's good. Okay. Taste test. I like taste test. With the This emoji is a little bit much, but
Weird.
we can we can find a better one if you want. But, um,
We don't necessarily. I don't know if we want to keep the habit of putting an emoji for each of the
yeah, I think the AI
characters.
really likes the emojis. I don't care either way.
Yeah,
It can be
yeah.
cute, I guess. This isn't my favorite emoji though. But anyway, I like use your judgment when inviting other chefs to the kitchen.
Yeah, yeah. This is
I
a
feel like
very
there's like
good
a
analogy.
too I feel like there's like a too many cooks like
Yeah,
joke or
too many
something in there,
cooks.
right?
Yeah,
Um, like um, I don't know. Cool. Um, okay, yeah, if the ingredient is actually spoiled. Um, the first step, like, um, determine if it is actually spoiled, just as, wait, okay. Da-da-da-da. Put it like that. Okay. Determine if your ingredients are spoiled. Okay. I don't think this analogy is going to be very clear. I think I get where it's going with the public order line, but I think that's kind of
yeah,
confusing.
yeah. No, yeah. That's
Yeah.
gonna be too much.
Um, okay, cool. Cooking the secret sauce. Um, I'm not sure it's the secret sauce, but like maybe just call it cooking or um
Yeah, it's not a secret. So, no, it's not a secret sauce.
yeah, I'll just put cooking for now and we can
Yeah,
say something more clever if we think of it. Um, okay, we have preparation now. I like the public dining room. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I think the rest of it doesn't contain anything much. Could you?
Yeah. I don't get these random emojis after the colons, but anyway, but maybe they're just not cool enough to use this many emojis.
No, yeah,
Um, okay, yeah, this looks good. So yeah, plating and serving, that's good. Disclosure.
yeah. This is a good idea.
Yeah. All right, well, okay. I think. Is simmered? Sure. Um, I don't know.
Yeah, fully baked. Perfect.
Um, oh, and serving it. I like serving it. Okay. You want to plate it? Sure. Okay, this is kind of fun. Um, da-da-da. Okay. Okay, so I feel like there's like a plating analogy here, like the um as like it needs to be plate because you're supposed to like plate the food right before you serve it, right? There's like a strategy there, right? So like I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. We'll see if this analogy works. Um, a common strategy is to make the patch. Um, it's like and announce the vulnerability, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
I'll use eat safely like that. Um, I don't know if I'm going too far if I add that and eat safely. It's probably too long of a sentence. Um, okay, coordinate a safe meal. Okay, that's great. And I'll copy this emoji for the conclusion in case we keep those. Um, that's awesome. That makes it way more fun. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I had less stuff in the text this time than last time, but I think that's
Yeah.
fine. You don't want to go
Yeah.
too far with it.
Exactly. Yeah. This time it didn't find a lot of analogies for sure.
Yeah. Um, this is great. Shreen, you mind if I add you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let me help you with my last name.
Okay.
Hold
Yeah, sorry,
on.
that's what's on Zoom. Feel free to fix it.
Yeah. Cool.
Um,
Thank you. Okay. So
the
do we want to work on a conclusion?
yeah, so I think what's missing is I want to think about this scope
Yeah, the
because I
scope.
think that here I'll make a note like or we can look at that now if we have time. And then yes, write something in conclusion. And then I think with those two it should be ready to get more reviews.
Yeah, to get reviews. Exactly. Mm.
Yeah. Um okay, what do I feel like are the actual ingredients or scope? Um I think it's more like the
Mm.
sections. It's like defining scrutiny. Um
Sorry, Sanket. I just looked at the chat. I shared with you the doc, and I'll share also with you the
oh
notes.
sorry, I didn't I've
Oh.
been sharing my screen and didn't see that.
No worries. No worries. Yeah, I just looking at what you're doing and trying to understand. But I think this is the kind of follow-up that I think you shared last week in some other group. Am I right?
I think so, yeah. So basically what we're doing here is we had one of these so far. This is like our second iteration of what we're calling recipe cards for supply chain
Hmm.
security. The idea is
Hmm.
like a really short like piece for maintainers that we just kind of post in a blog to handle like one aspect. Because I think there's a lot of like really long form guidance out there. So we're trying to make this
Hmm.
like really digestible. So if someone just has a question about this one topic, they don't have to read like a 20-page report.
Okay, okay.
That's our
Yeah,
theory.
because say I am very much interested in because in day out we are working on vulnerabilities. Like we are building secure container images,
Yeah.
and so it's like every day we hear this many vulnerabilities got fixed or those
Yes.
newly introduced and things. So Though I'm not from security background, but I hear this is a lot, and we are working on, very much automated way on fixing things and trying to find out more and more from it. But yeah, so that's why I'm interested. I'll definitely read it tomorrow, and at least try to see if I can contribute something, suggest something. But
Yeah,
otherwise,
that would
yeah,
be
it's a
great.
very good step.
Yeah, I think we're like approaching a first draft, and we're definitely interested in getting, a lot more feedback on that before we publish, right? To make sure that if you have any ideas, just feel free to let us know.
Sure, sure.
So
Thank you.
cool. Um, yeah, feel free to jump in as we're writing here too. I think this session is mostly, sprucing it up, but yeah. Okay, what do we want to say in the conclusion? Um, we didn't outline a conclusion, did we? No. Oh well. The Do we need a conclusion?
It kind of like concludes itself by saying when you disclose it, then it's over.
Exactly, like that's kind of the
Um,
end.
but then
I
maybe we want to say something like, do we want to remind people what we said in the beginning, which is this is a short version of like handling vulnerability reports, and if you want more, you go back to the alpha omega.
Yeah, that's a great idea because like if you got to the end of this and you still have questions, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, starting point for um the I had a link to it, I think.
We had, yeah, at the
Yes.
beginning.
Okay. There it is.
Cool.
More questions or like yeah, so because for context here, we're I think the process changes a lot if you're a maintainer of a small open source project or if you're the maintainer of like the Linux kernel or Kubernetes or something. And so we're trying to focus on those smaller projects here. That's what this is. Um, cool. I'm fine with that just being two sentences, but yeah.
Uh, give me a minute. Sorry.
Okay.
Like I removed the camera, but I forgot to remove my mic. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Um, cool. This is looking good. So I'll mention this in the tag security call this week to try and get some more reviews. We can post it in various Slack channels. And yeah, and good. Anything else on this?
Nice.
Cool. Um, that's the main thing I had for today. Moving along. Any other, I don't know, software supply chain security thoughts anyone has while we have the time? Otherwise, we can call it early. Cool. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Monday
Thanks,
and see you around.
Marina. Bye,
Sorry,
Sandra.
one
Oh
question
yeah,
I'm having. See, one general problem or one confusion that we are having that, the vulnerabilities belong to the packages and libraries.
yeah,
And when we build the container images, they have a lot of packages. Now we are trying to crack a code where we are trying to map these all three together from a kind of, from a logic perspective. Has anybody tried on that area? Because, you know, when you build a package, recompile a package, it may have a lot of dependent packages also, and same thing applies for images also. So it's like the chaining of things all together, and it's getting complex and complex when you have 1,000 images in your portfolio and you're building them day in, day out, trying to make them near zero CVE, where CVs also keep introducing every day, right? There are like already, I think I read today, it's like more than 50,000 CVs been introduced in 2026 itself. So how do we keep track of these all things together, mapping to each other? It's We are trying to crack a code for last 2 weeks and not able to solve it properly. We always find a lot of different use cases where maintaining is a big problem. We are fixing it, but the problem is how many CVs do we have fixed? How many packages have we built and that has solved this many CVs versus how many images have we built with the newer version of the packages and things. So it's for us, it's getting difficult and difficult. But I want to see who else has applied. Definitely, there might be some people who have applied this, in their life and want to read as a use case and try to implement it or place. Any idea, any suggestions?
Yeah, no, it's an interesting thought, and I've heard this recently from a bunch of folks about, especially, I think there's an increasing number of CVEs being
Hmm.
labeled as CVEs instead of just bugs for whatever reason,
Hmm.
um, which I think which makes this an interesting topic. I think the main problem is the scale, because like at a smaller scale, like what we talk about in this blog post, I think it's a little bit easier. You just patch, right, at a small scale, but then when you get to the big scale,
Yeah.
that's when it becomes more of a management problem, and yeah, I don't know if there's an easy answer to that other than yeah, it's a lot of moving pieces that are managed. I do think that scanners and like and what's it called, like Vex, things that are like d- te- look at the exploitability of vulnerabilities can help a lot here too, because you can prioritize the ones that are actually exploitable instead of focusing on every single thing that comes out that maybe is in some weird code path that nobody has used ever. Um, and so I think that's the closest thing I've seen to helping with this problem. And I think we were talking a couple weeks ago actually with Shereen about like the Kubernetes is looking at kind of making automating the way that Kubernetes handles Vex statements and like making them so that the maintain basically it's creating a channel for maintainers to communicate what's exploitable and where in kind of a standardized format. And I think that something along those lines could help here, but I think it's still in progress. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So any specific Slack channel that has this kind of topics running? Any idea?
I think the
Or
OpenSSF has a lot of conversations around Vex. I don't know which Slack channels there, but that would be
yeah, I'll find it
good.
out. I'll find it
Yeah.
out. Yeah. Yeah, at least some hints
Um,
I need required. That's why I can focus my some direction to those. So that's
yeah.
why. But I'll
Yeah,
I'll
exactly. I
check it
think
out.
that the bigger kind of ecosystem questions like this, the OpenSSF does a lot of thinking about. Alpha Omega does some of it, but they focus on specific projects versus like there's like a supply chain integrity working group there that might they'll at least know where to point you, I think. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. No problem. Thank you.
great. Yeah, thanks. All right, see you.
Okay. Bye
See
bye.
ya.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for coming.